Figure it out.
Good job. So Whitmore and I have officially been accepted into the RRP horse show in October, and I'm so excited and quite nervous about being a little behind in our training, but I'm so excited for him to be able to represent the thoroughbred. We have, a lot to catch up on. Obviously, his feet are a big contentious issue with him, always trying to figure out how to get him comfortable. The lowest point was when I thought that we weren't going to be able to do the RRP because I didn't think I could get his feet settled enough. I, just had to think about giving it up. Like, don't bother because it's not going to be possible anyway. And then all of a sudden, spring hits and he's like, yeah, let's do this. He's got a shoe bill about a mortgage payment every month to keep his feet good. We're dragging branches. We're doing the competitive trail. It's a class unlike any other, I think, at that horse show or really in any venue. It's more focused on their mental acceptance of their surroundings and being a safe horse to be sitting on in a situation that changes. A lot of the other classes are while the horse is in full motion, cantering, trotting, movement that's forward, which thoroughbreds are naturally gifted at, and that's where their brain constantly goes. When they get nervous, they want to go forward. The competitive trail, having to stay so soberly aware of your surroundings and make judgment calls on, whether you can move forward or not as the horse. I think that it's a very difficult task to teach. I feel like they either have it or they don't. It makes me very happy to be the one that has him for the RRP because we've been together for a long time, and it's just another way to get him out there and let his fans see what he's up to. Whitmore's been retired for a year now, and I feel like it's been wonderful and a trial. He's absolutely learned so many things, and to watch his personality change into this new career he's walking into has been really fun. He's been more agreeable about things than I ever expected him to be. Our first goal was Whitmore Day and doing the post parade with him for his race. What we're asking him to do now for the RRP in trail is so much more demanding for him mentally. He's got to learn a real obedience with very small maneuvers, not just go out and trot in the post parade next to somebody. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge. It's not necessarily the tasks, it's mostly his control over his own emotions, which, as people have seen at the starting gate, sometimes is his most difficult part. I can definitely tell when it's coming. It doesn't mean I can stop it from happening. That's all him saying no to you about something. If you continue to ask, that's when he will blow up. But sometimes if you stop asking, well, that's not really training, right? Like, you still need to continue asking and have him get through it. You can't just, oh, never mind, we won't do that today because you don't want to. Like, these are tasks that you have to actually do when I ask you to do them. So sometimes we just have to have the fight. And then he gets over it. And he's like, yes, ma'am, I'm sorry. So I've never fallen off Whitmore since I've known him as a 2-year-old until about a month and a half ago, and he definitely launched me out of the western tack from a standstill onto his neck. I could have gotten back on, but if he had moved or done anything, I'm off. Like, I am definitely off. He definitely got the win in that category because I feel like that's still counts as being bucked off. It was a pretty big buck. I mean, just a violent, immediate just buck. Yeah, so Ron has never ridden Whitmore, but he's been watching his progress as we go, and I keep trying to bring him out here to get on him. He actually got to come back in town, and we tacked up and we went out for a walk and had a really, really lovely time. He was very happy to be on him. I'm sure it's a different perspective. He gets him to do things that he needs him to do from the ground, but to be sitting on him has been a big dream. Oh, he played it cool. I'm sure inside he was very excited. But he totally played it cool like he'd been doing it his whole time, his whole life. It was just really cool to see my 2 boys out there, hacking around. He looks like a cow pony. I mean, he looks like a roping horse. I love it. He's digging it. Just looking forward to cramming for our test for the next 60 days.